What's up, you guys? Sydney Morgan here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am glad to have you here today. I am going to be doing a full face of NYX Cosmetics today, and we're going to be going for a bright, vibrant, rainbow, smoky look with a cute little graphic liner moment. So if you want to see me do that, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting off, we gotta prep our skin and we have to prime her for a real one. So I'm going to be going in with the NYX Cosmetics Plump Right Back primer. So this is a plumping serum and primer, and it actually has electrolytes in it. And I love the packaging. She's so bright, so it's gonna go cute with the look. And I like to just apply this with my hands. I love primer. It just feels so good. And this one specifically feels so good and hydrating for the skin. So now I'm gonna go in and we have to get our skin looking nice and even so we have a solid base. So I'm gonna go in with the Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and I have a couple shades of this, so I'm actually gonna go my lightest shades concentrated under the eyes, in the middle of my forehead, maybe the bridge of my nose and my chin, and then the darker shade I'm going to use is kind of like a bronzer contour, so we're going to go underneath the cheekbones, the temples, and kind of bring it around the jawline as well. Guys, I feel very accomplished because I washed every makeup brush that I owned yesterday. So Boots got neutered, right? And while he was at the vet, I was just stress cleaning. And so one of those things was every makeup brush that I own. I don't even know if I can pick up all the ones that I own, but I will try. Ugh. Here's some of them. I cleaned every single one of these yesterday. I'm gonna go in with the shade Fair under my eyes, I think. Put that one under the eye, forehead, nose. You just have to trust the process, guys. A little bit on the mustache. Honestly, we're gonna go under the brow bones too, because why not? Now I'm gonna take the shade Sand. I'm gonna use that as my contour shade. So we're gonna take this under the cheekbone, jawline. The way that I'm applying this with my fingers is kind of funny, but it works. It's easy. The temples, sides of the nose. And then I'm gonna take a shade that's somewhat in between, and we're gonna go in with Light, and I'm just gonna kind of fill in the gaps with that. Now that we're looking absolutely insane, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in. Now that we're all blended in, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Can't Stop, Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. And she's a little busted because she has been loved. And I'm just gonna focus that on the T-zone, so the forehead and the under eyes. Now I have my powder on, but I am feeling a little dry. So I like to usually do this in the middle of my makeup routine when I'm done with my base. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of the Plump Finish Setting Spray, and this is infused with electrolytes as well. So basically, I'm just going in with this to kind of rehydrate, revive, and recharge this base that we already have going. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this on. So another trick that I like to do is I'm gonna go in with the silicone applicator and just press that setting spray into the base. And this will help it last longer and not crease. And it just overall looks a lot more glowy when you do this. So I do this every time. And what I also love about this applicator is there is zero product waste, you guys, because unlike other beauty sponges and brushes, it absorbs nothing. So you're gonna save your money if you use this. Now that our base is pretty much complete, it is time to move on to the eyebrows. And I'm very excited for this step, you guys. So I'm gonna be using the Thicket Thickening Brow Gel from NYX Cosmetics. And so what I love about this product that I haven't really seen before is it actually has little plant-based fibers in the formula to help your brows look a lot thicker. So for those of you that have thinner brows or have some sparse areas, I think this is a great product. So I just like to start at the front of my brow and just brush this in an upward motion. And then as we get closer to the arch, I kind of rotate it outward like this. And so it's also tinted and they have a lot of shades. I've never had an eyebrow product match my color as well as this has. Cause I'm like not brown, but I'm also not like blonde. I'm kind of dirty blonde, so I'm in between. So I'm using the shade Taupe. And it's also a very lightweight formula, but it's also very buildable. So depending on how dark you wanna go, you can do 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with one more. just to really show you guys. So this is what we're looking like before and after. Now it is time for the fun part. It's time for the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be going in with the Epic Smoke liners. So on one side of the liners, it is a little slanted, almost eyeliner looking edge. Slanted edge on one side, and then on the other side you have a paddle brush. You have a paddle brush so that you can smudge out and blend the liner. And so a really cool thing about these liners is they go on very creamy like an eyeliner, but then as soon as you start to blend it out, it turns into more of like a matte powdery eyeshadow texture. And so I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna start on my waterline and my lower lash line. So I'm just going in with the shade Navy Heat. And now I'm just gonna flip that over and use the paddle brush to smoke that down. And you don't want to over smoke it out. You have to only start with a little bit of pressure on the skin and then just slowly work that product where you want it to go. Okay, so I am pretty happy with how that's looking. So now I'm gonna hop on over to this NYX Cosmetics Ultimate Shadow Palette, which has some beautiful bright shades in it. And I'm also just gonna go ahead and spray my brush with the setting spray as well to kind of get those colors to stick a bit better and be as pigmented as possible. And I'm gonna start with this bright orange shade right here. It's kind of a coral shade. And I'm just gonna pack that on my lid. Now I'm hopping on over next to it to the pinky shade right here. And I'm just gonna use that to kind of buff out that coral tone. So I'm gonna put this in the crease and just doing circular motions and some windshield wiper motions. Now I'm gonna take this neon yellow shade and focus that toward the inner corner. Okay, and now we're gonna go back in with our smoky liners, and I'm gonna go in with the black one. And the way that it's angled makes it super easy to kind of create that wing shape. So I'm gonna be dragging out from the outer corner up toward the tip of my brow, like that. And then just connecting that in a little triangle shape to my lash line. And it's okay to be a little bit messy with it because we are gonna be smoking it out. And now I'm just going to follow that line to the inner corner. Okay, she's looking super cute, and now we're gonna blend her out. So we're gonna make her smoky. So I'm just going in with the paddle brush and smoking that out. And then I'm gonna go back in with the liner and add even more. And I'm just gonna add a little swoop to the crease to make it even fancier. And now I'm just going to smoke that line out as well. Now that this eye is all completed, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a lash, and then I'm gonna do the other eye quickly off camera, and I will be back to finish off the look. I am back and I have both eyes all completed, and I am absolutely obsessed with how this is looking so far. And now I'm gonna go in with this rose gold highlighter. It is so stunning, you guys. I'm just gonna put that right on the cheekbones. Wow. Like, are you kidding me? Now I'm gonna take a little under the brow bone. Now we're looking super glowy. And now finally, let's do some lips. Now for the lips, I'm gonna be going over top of that with the This Is Juice gloss. And you guys, I'm absolutely obsessed with this stuff. So this one is the Pomegranate Clout. And this is also electrolyte infused as well. And it has magnesium PCA and zinc PCA. I've been so obsessed with this gloss. I've been wearing it every day. And it feels very hydrating, and it's super glossy. And it tastes so good, you guys. Like, she tastes like pomegranates. Finally, one more time to just lock everything in place, rehydrate the skin, we're going in with the Plump Finish setting spray. And this setting spray also has hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and magnesium. That takes us to the end of the video, and this is my super boosted look using a full face of NYX Cosmetics, and I am absolutely obsessed with how this turned out, you guys. I haven't done a look like this in a minute, but I love it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think and which product was your favorite. And thank you so much to NYX Cosmetics for partnering with me on this video. Let me know in the comments down below. And so everything I used today will be tagged in the video and linked in the description box down below. And all of my social medias will be linked on the screen right here. So definitely go check me out on all of their platforms. And give this video a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for NYX Cosmetics. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss this quality content that we produce over here at the Sydney Morgan YouTube channel. And until next time, bye guys!